Hello Year 2, welcome back to another maths lesson. Today we're going to be looking at division. Do you know what division is? Pause the video and see if you can have a talk about it with your grown-ups.
Don't panic! Well, there are 20 of you, and there are 4 spaceships, so we need to work out how many of you to put in each spaceship, which we can do by dividing 20 by 4. Dividing is just the opposite of multiplying. Well, 20 shared into 4 equal groups is 5, just like 4 times 5 is 20, which means 5 of you need to get in each spaceship. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20... Wait a minute, where's the other guy? You're still packing?
Our learning objective today is to recognise equal groups when sharing. Because that's all division is. When we divide a number, we are sharing it equally between a specific amount of groups. Let's get our brains warmed up. The first thing I want you to think about is, do you remember what the word equal means? See if you can pause the video and have a chat about it. If something is equal, it is the same. Your next challenge is to pause the video and get 15 cubes. It doesn't have to be cubes if you don't have them. It could be absolutely anything, as long as you have 15 different objects. It could be marbles, it could be Lego pieces, it could be pencils. Try and share them equally between 2 people or 2 groups. Does it work? What about if you then tried to share the same 15 things between 3 people or 3 groups? See what you find out. Pause the video and have a go. How did you get on? I had a go at using chocolates left over from Christmas, and I shared 15 of them out into 2 different groups. When we share equally, we have to make sure that in each group we have the same amount. I shared 1 at a time to each group to make sure that I was doing it equally and fairly. But it didn't work. Why do you think that is? It's because 15 is an odd number. It has to be in the 2 times table to be able to share between 2 groups. So it has to be an even number. It has to end in 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, and then you'll definitely be able to share it between 2 groups. Did it work when you tried to share it between 3 groups? I had a go, and I made sure again that I shared each of my chocolates between the groups 1 at a time so that I made sure it would be fair and equal. It worked. I could share 15 between 3 groups and I had 5 in each group. So today we are recognising equal groups when sharing. Our key vocabulary for the lesson are equal, which means the same, groups, share and recognise. Starting at the top, let's practice some of our word wrap techniques like we do in guided reading. The word equal. Can you say it? Can you shout it? Can you whisper it? What about share? Can you clap it? Can you whisper it? Can you shout it? Recognise. Say the word. Shout the word. Clap the word. And finally, groups. Whisper the word. And clap the word. So what's the big picture? Why do we even need to learn about division? Division comes up in everyday life and it makes it really easy for us to solve problems, like these explorers, for example. There's 5 of them and 35 bottles of water to last them the rest of their journey. They need to know how to work out how many each of them get, so it's fair. Let me show you how. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chocolates left. I want to share them between 2 people. That's 8 divided by 2, because there are 8 chocolates altogether and I'm going to share them between 2 people. To do this, circles are really useful. So I'm going to draw 2 circles and I'm going to share them equally. You have to make sure that you put 1 chocolate in each group each time to make sure that it's fair and equal. What do you think the answer will be? Let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 in each group, so 8 divided by 2 equals 4. But what if there were no chocolates to use? Well, you can do it just the same by drawing dots. I draw 1 dot in each circle. I'm going to make sure that I'm sharing out 8 between 2 groups, and the answer is still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a go together. Pause the video now. If you haven't got a piece of paper and a pencil ready, go and get it. We're going to have a go with the number 14. We're going to share between 2 groups, so draw 2 circles. Now we're going to share out 14 dots. Make sure that you share them one by one into each group carefully, counting as you go along. Let's try another one. Our next number is 26. We're going to see if we can share this between 2 equal groups. So, draw 2 circles, making sure they're big enough so that you can see where your dots are so you don't get confused. And then we're going to share out 26 dots one by one. Pause the video and have a go, and we'll come back and check together. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're equal. So 26 divided by 2 equals 13. Did you get the same? Let's have a go at another one. 9. Do you think it's going to be possible to share the number 9 between 2 groups? Pause the video and have a chat. Let's have a look. So remember, you're going to draw a dot in each circle, one at a time, making sure that it's fair. Don't forget to count as you go along. We're only sharing 9 dots. Oh, let's have a look. I've got 5 in one group and 4 in the other, so I can't share 9 between 2 groups equally. Now let's try and share 9 between 3 groups. Pause the video and have a go, and we can come back in a moment to check. Do you think it will work? I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in each group, so it worked. Okay, Year 2, now it's your turn. Here is Chili Challenge 1. You're going to see if you can share these numbers equally between 2 groups. You can do these numbers in any order. And then there's a pink for think at the bottom. Is it possible to share 17 equally between two groups? See if you can work out why. Chilli Challenge 2, you have also got a list of numbers that I've given you. You're going to do a little bit of an investigation. You pick a number and you see if it can be shared equally between two groups, and then see if it can also be shared equally between three groups. There might be some numbers that can and some numbers that can't. You've also got a pink for think at the bottom. Is it possible to share 7 equally between 2 or 3 groups? See if you can explain how you know using a because. Let me show you how you could set it out. I've got 2 headings, 2 equal groups and 3 equal groups. I worked out that 2 can be shared equally into 2 groups, but not by 3, and 3 can be shared into 3 equal groups, but not into 2. The number 30, though, I found could be shared into 2 equal groups and 3 equal groups, so I've written 30 underneath both of my headings. And Chilli Challenge 3 is to see if you can explain the rules for sharing numbers equally between 2 groups and 3 groups. You might want to use the sentence starter, I know, because. Don't forget our steps to success for doing these Chilli Challenges. First, you pick a number, then you draw 2 or 3 circles depending on which Chilli Challenge you are doing. Then you share out your dots or objects if you're doing it practically, one at a time to make sure that it's fair and equal. Then you count how many dots are in one circle, and don't forget to check to see if they are equal or not. Good luck, Year 2. A really good game to practice with division is to go and hit the button and practice halves. If you get really good at those, you will definitely find dividing by 2 really easy. I challenge you to see if you can have at least one go at it today. You could practice it every day to see if you could beat your score. Let me know how you get on. Before we go Year 2, it is time to look at our champions on Numbots this week. In first place with 68% who played is 2CH. Second with 33% is 2SH. Third with 32% is 2W. And fourth with 31% is 2L. Well done to 2CH. Let's pop on some dojo points. Well done 2CH. I wonder who will get it next time. A special well done to 3 children in Year 2 who, when I recorded this video, were in the top 10 in the whole school on Numbots. So well done to Jessie and Layla M in 2W, and well done to Franklin in 2SH. Super job.
Thanks for joining me, Year 2. Don't forget to keep practicing on Hit the Button, Numbots, TT Rockstars and Math Shed. We will be checking to see who is aspiring to be a top mathematician. See you next time. Bye.